Alright, excuse if you hear anything in the background. I'm at work. I usually animate at work. I have a lot of downtime and certain things happen, but I usually have enough time to get at least some asset touch ups and some asset creation, a small amount of animating, and then more assets by the end of the day. I was trying to animate red versus fodder in the cave area, so basically the last part of it. Yeah, and then we had an update over the actual break, and it seems to have changed the priority, which my characters heavily depend on in order for me to move them properly. Right? Now, the priority before it was the base stick figure first, and then anything added on top of it. So if I had to give you a representation, points are add ons, and the base stick figure can be something like a connector node, or just literally a stick figure with thickness all the way set to zero, or any thickness, doesn't really matter. Right? And the priority before would be this would take priority first, and then this would take priority second. So if I was to layer them on each other like this, right, and then overlap them like this before in other updates, I would just be able to double click, right? Or depending on how zoomed out I am. So let's say that I'm zoomed out like this, right, where they kind of blend. I'll be able to double click and then select the actual body to move it whole, right? That's not happening anymore for some reason. Instead of selecting this, it's selecting this, like almost like the priority is either the same or it's swapped. That's not how it's supposed to be. The issue though is that this is how I make my characters. They literally run off of this formula you're seeing here. So if this doesn't work, and this is just one part, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Look at this. Dude, I literally can't animate anymore. So I did try checking out my settings. I tried seeing if perhaps I messed up somewhere. I tried turning off stuff and turning back on stuff. I tried a good multitude of my characters, which is why Red's not even up. It's Vulcan, and I'm not even in the project I was in before. I'm in a totally different one, right? Is because this has affected every part of my animation. All my assets are affected in this way that depend on this equation. So I either need to figure out another form of this or give up and just try to animate using whatever this is, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you, this doesn't feel very fun anymore. Animating like this does not feel cohesive at all. It feels very clunky because every time I try to select something, it'll select something else that I don't plan on it selecting or I don't expect it to select. As we all know, that's not fun. Um, to be totally honest with you, this makes me not want to animate, period. I'll try to get out some stuff, but if I don't enjoy this, which is the whole point of me animating in the first place, I do not do it for content. I don't do it for money. I do it for fun. I do it as a hobby. But if I can't animate, I'm not going to do it at all. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it at all. I'm sorry. This feels terrible. I hope anyone has a solution. I hope it's that it's my fault. All right. If I'm being inexperienced or ignorant right now, please tell me in the comment section. I would love to continue animating. But yeah, I can't. I don't want to animate like this. This feels terrible. This feels like actual shit.